In this video, we see a young woman who was just stepping outside into her backyard to take her laundry in. However, unbeknownst to her, something creepy was lurking at her at the time. The family asked their neighbors if they had any idea as of what this could have been, but unfortunately they were just as clueless as the family themselves. Was it something otherworldly? The uploader of this video tells us that he got an alert on his phone stating that his doorbell camera had noticed a person standing in front of his door, and it was after midnight already. He then saw the following on his camera. In his opinion, this was not a trick of the light or a bug of any sorts, since he had never seen anything like it, and believes that maybe a ghost was visiting him that night.
Thomas forwarded me the next clip, which was part of one of his investigations from the early 2000s. He stated that he and his friends were investigating an abandoned school building close to their hometown. Did they actually come across what they were looking for?
It was like what, the BFG here? Yeah. Dude, that sucked. 3rd grade. Where did you say that thing was?
Oh, that shovel, yeah. It was like, it was over there. Whoa. Yeah.
What? What happened? Oh my god, what the? Run!
Looking at a single frame of their footage, kinda looks like a female shape to me. What do you guys think?
This is another feed from a security camera, which was saved by the staff members of an old pub in the UK. There have been many legends talking about spirits that can be seen in there ever so often. Once in a while there's poltergeist activity that seems to be happening after closing hours when nobody's on the premises anymore. Tonight, one staff member noticed something rather strange and shared the incident with his colleagues.
Look at that, it's getting more prominent.
Right, go see if it's fucking.
Right, I'll come up now in a minute. Hang
I'll
on.
get a tester. The end is getting bigger.
I know. That's freaky. Oh my god, look at that!
See that? It goes up! If that was wind, it wouldn't go up.
Camera 2 seems to have some wispy activity going on, some thick strings of light, almost mist-like. The cleaning staff could confirm that this had not been spiderwebs in front of the camera, making everybody believe that this indeed is some paranormal action. It's quite intriguing for sure. But take a good look at what one of the other security cameras had captured another night. The camera was mounted towards the bar counter. A lot of movement. Many believe this to be a glimpse of the spirit that is roaming this old pub. Maybe they are right. The following is another video which was uploaded by a Reddit user to the paranormal section. He found something really odd unfolding in one of the latest episodes of the show American Pickers. He states, "I noticed something really odd in season 22, episode 12. The team is scavenging through an unused building and there appears to be a figure which you can barely see in the original episode. It's much clearer on my phone recording though. It looks like a ghost walking on the right side of the screen, and I can confidently say that it was not a team member."
Get to the top of the stairs. Holy cow.
It does look a bit strange, and I couldn't fully say what exactly it is. Can you? If it wasn't a member of the team, as Ronan states, was it a ghost? I mean, it is quite weird that this person is appearing out of the pitch darkness, wouldn't you say? Let me hear what you think. Now let's take another look at the case of security officer Tim Saber, who, after starting a new job and working the night shift, had experienced some pretty odd happenings at his new workplace. The storage facilities he was patrolling seemed to be home to a lot of paranormal activity. Why, however, is unknown. And this was one of the first really strange encounters that Tim had captured on his phone. A pale pair of feet can be seen in one of the stalls, and what's interesting about this is that Tim stated that he didn't see them at first. Only after looking at the area for a few seconds did they manifest to the human eye. How eerie. After this incident, he was already extremely freaked out, and he had to start recording these incidents now more and more, since this sighting was not an isolated one. In one instance, an ominous roar echoed through the halls. Followed by a locker door swinging open on its own accord. These unexplained occurrences became his haunting reality. Drawn by mysterious bangs, Tim's curiosity led him to an abandoned warehouse, filled with an assortment of forgotten objects.
Hello?
Here the paranormal activity intensified. A mannequin crashed to the floor, followed by the shattering of glass. The air grew heavy with a woman's cry and another spine-chilling roar.
What the? Whoa! Hello? Who's there? Hello?
Many were certain that Tim had to deal with something demonic in this facility and that it had gotten quite dangerous for him. Somebody was clearly standing at the end of the hallway, and based on Tim's reports, this was nothing human.
Hello?
Here, Tim seems to have captured the arms and hands of a shadow being that wasn't stemming from our realm. He was so afraid that night that he had to give in his notice because he simply couldn't handle all of that any longer, and who can blame him?
My last night shift at the facility.
So, Tim went on and documented his last night at this haunted facility, and he couldn't wait to finally put this extremely scary adventure behind him. But it seemed that during his last shift, whatever was living in those storage facilities wanted to make sure that he would never forget this night. A woman's silhouette, more distinct than ever, sat in the corner, as the female figure locked eyes with him. The recording abruptly ended, leaving us in suspense. The fate of Tim and the truth behind his encounters remain shrouded in uncertainty. We may never know the full story, and the final verdict rests in your hand. A Russian explorer has uploaded a video of his nightly excursion into a snowy field. Over the course of the footage, the uploader treks through deep snow, seemingly searching for something. The first part of the video is relatively uneventful.
Иди отсюда!
Hidden among the foliage, there appears to be a creepy figure with glowing eyes staring directly at the camera for a prolonged period. Remarkably, the person filming stays calm and keeps the camera steady. The main question remains, what exactly is this creature and why is it there? Was it targeting the uploader, or could the footage be a hoax?
A Twitter user shared this concerning incident. They noticed their doorbell camera consistently catching glimpses of a shady character loitering outside their apartment night after night for a full month. Despite them reaching out to the authorities, the police didn't do much to keep this man at bay. In one clip, he can be heard talking, but his words remain unclear. While his intentions were a mystery, his creepy behavior hinted at something far from good. Viewers stressed the importance of staying vigilant, warning that he might be making a return. Not much is known if these events are still going on, but one would hope not. This is a recording from a surveillance camera in an older apartment complex. We will see 3 residents entering an elevator at different times and on different floors. The camera seems to pick up something else though, which appears to be waiting in one of the corners of the elevator. As the First Lady exits the elevator, we can't really pick up anything that would look out of place. Shortly after, a second person calls the elevator up to the 4th floor. He enters and makes his way down to the 1st floor. While this is taking place, a lady on the 2nd floor is calling for the elevator next. Notice how a humanoid shape all of a sudden is now standing in the corner of the elevator. It travels up to the 2nd floor, ready for the lady to step in. It appears to be empty at this point. She takes it down to the 1st floor, and the humanoid shape is gone. Pretty curious, isn't it? The man in the following recording was just relaxing on his sofa when all of a sudden the door in the background swang open. To this day, he's lacking any form of explanation of what could have caused this. This video was recorded by Fernando Victoroli, who is working at the local train station. The station itself is apparently haunted, at least that is what several eyewitnesses stated. But oftentimes these stories are not really true and just serve as a creepy local legend. Fernando is working the night shift with his colleagues, and they navigate trains into their parking positions and take care of mechanical issues and other fixes that might come up. They wear GoPros strapped around their heads on their nightly sessions for security reasons. One night, Fernando was on the way back to the station and was walking past an abandoned train car with a couple of guys. They stated that nobody else would have been on the tracks, especially that late, but his camera could record something curious. What could his GoPro capture here? It looks as if a person with long hair is looking out of one of the passenger trains. Of course it was empty and locked from the outside for inspection purposes. So what are we looking at here? Is it a spirit that might be visiting this train station? If it's not a prank, I can't say what else it could be. It's interesting that Fernando didn't react at the time. Probably didn't see it. What do you guys think? The following videos stem from a little apartment in Russia. User Sakir is sure that some poltergeist activity is unfolding in there. He has mounted a security camera in the hallway because he thought that filming the activity and sharing it with the internet might get him some answers of what to do about these things. It happens during the day and night, and the activity seems to be really powerful at this point. Let's hope that he will find a solution for how to deal with what's going on here. Some commentators believe that he might be dealing with a paranormal force here, if it isn't simply fishing lines, of course. This video was taken around 3 AM by a homeowner. The man states that he was asleep at the time and only discovered it when he woke up to a notification on his phone. After reviewing the footage, he was shocked to witness the following. A woman is seen attempting various keys to enter the house and even searching for a hidden one. The homeowner, who had never seen her before, reported that she later threw rocks at his car and attempted to tamper with the locks. It's likely she was influenced by something, as she repeatedly tried to insert keys into the doorbell camera. After a few minutes, she walked away and was never spotted on the property again. Yikes. This video was recorded by an urban explorer who shared this short adventure on his channel Rafi Kishmu. He also uploads a lot of other videos there from his daily life, but the following one I find is one of the most interesting. This evening he found an abandoned house, so he states at least. It isn't exactly clear where this property was located, and he's no ghost hunter by any means and was certainly not expecting to find anything that would spook him that night. As he makes his way into the house though, he finds something unexpected in one of the derelict rooms. Let's take a look.
I just found this abandoned house, and I think I'm gonna go inside this thing. Wish me luck. Okay, it's pretty spooky in here. Hello. Dude. Oh my god! No!
He later stated that he saw this shadow apparition standing at the end of the wall and that it looked like as if it was flickering somehow. However, this was not picked up by the camera, which is odd. To me it appears as if that thing is facing the wall before turning around and then running after him. Could Rafi catch a real shadow apparition here that was on the premises for whatever reason? Or did somebody just play a prank on him if it wasn't one of his own friends? Who knows? A man from Fresno has shared the following footage. Apparently, his wife's camera sent out a motion alert to his phone, and something was moving outside in the backyard. At the same time, this thing was captured. He speculates that it might have been the Fresno Nightcrawler that is said to roam this particular area. Could this be? This video was shared by another homeowner who states that his doorbell captured this one night. We see a scary looking dude that is walking up the front door with a bunch of items equipped, and it appears that he wants to steal whatever is placed on the front porch. After a while, the man just leaves. With him, a few items he seems to have grabbed. And with a weird, creepy looking sword. What would you have done? The following video was shared by Sherman O'Neill, who is the owner of a local trucking business in Oklahoma. He states that a driver of his had captured something rather unsettling one night while being on the roads to deliver a freight. He was so freaked out about this incident that the driver contacted Sherman immediately. Apparently, the driver saw something on the road, and after realizing this, he pulled over to check if anybody got hurt. but there was no trace of anybody.
Yeah. Let it roll. Come on. Come on, let it roll. Right there. Whoosh.
Whoa.
It looks like a child in some form of old clothing, maybe a dress perhaps. Of course, it's almost impossible for a single child to be out there alone at night, walking the highway in pitch darkness. Which is why they believe this could actually be a ghost. What do you think? I actually don't have another explanation for it. While these girls were fooling around with their camcorder, they caught something pretty creepy, to say the least.
They appear to sing a song, and when they turn the camcorder, they record the shape of an old man that looks similar to their deceased grandfather.
The next video was uploaded to Reddit by a concerned father. He tells us that he woke up one night to an alert of his security camera outside, and then he witnessed this creepy incident. Somebody dressed up as a clown seemed to stare at the camera at first, and then walking up to the house to further startle the homeowners. Of course, they never found out who did it, but they still remember this incident clear as day. But just a few nights later, this clown showed up to the same house. However, they switched towards the back door this time. Was it just a crazy person? The following recording was captured by a traffic camera in Wessex, Britain, on which a pretty unusual creature was supposedly captured. It's not uncommon for the authorities to capture some wildlife every so often. Today's video, though, was a bit different. We can see a busy road, and then a weird creature appearing from the left side out of the darkness and scampering over all 4 lanes of the highway within a few seconds. What's weird about this incident is the creature's legs that are bending inwards, making many believe that we are dealing with a rather inexplicable creature here. Some say that it even looks a little bit humanoid, causing some to believe that we are dealing with another shapeshifter here. Could this be? It's really hard to say what's going on for sure, but it makes one wonder.